Good morning to all. Today we are going to see the topic about arrays, subject object oriented programming in Java. So generally what is arrays is it's fundamental data structures in Java, and declaring all the variables for each values. For each value we have to declare the variables for individual values, but arrays also storing them together. They provide indexed access, and that value started from 0, and arrays are useful for storing list collections and repetitive data in an organized way. So they are the core part of Java programming, and it's used in many algorithms. So what is the need of array? For example, if we are storing 100 elements in particular program, means we have to store that elements in 100 different types of variables. So it can contain lot of memory size, so that we have to declare the 100 elements in single variables. For that we are using arrays. So arrays helps reduce redundancy and simplify data management. They allow iteration with loops, making operations easier. Arrays improve readability and memory handling in programs. So what is the features of array means? Arrays are indexed starting from 0 up to size 1. They store homogeneous data. They have a fixed size once created, and they allow random access using index numbers. Arrays are objects in Java created dynamically using new keyword. And how we declare the arrays in Java means it can declared by using square brackets. And the syntax of array is the variable name, the square bracket, the array name, nearby class name. This is the syntax of the declaring array. And example, integer numbers or int numbers. We can declare the array like int. It is a data type. So individual elements can be assigned using index. For each and every array declaration, the initial value of array of 0 is indexed as 0. So both approaches are common in practice. So how can we accessing array elements? Array elements are accessed using their index, which means array of first element is 0, array of second element is 1. In this sense, we can accessing array elements. Example, if we declared print statement as array of 2 means prints the third element, which means index value first is 0, second 1, third 3. So third element is printed. Indexed starts from 0, so the first element is array of 0. Accessing outside the array range causes loops are often used to process array elements efficiently. Array length. How can we define the array length? Every array has a length property in Java. It returns the total number of elements that the array can hold. Example, array.length gives the size of array ARR. This property is useful when writing loops. So it prevents errors related to hard coding array size. Iterating through arrays. Arrays are usually processed using loops, commonly used loops. While what are the loops we are using? It's like for loop, while loop, enhanced for loop, and do while. These are all the loops we are using in array. So example, if we are using for loop in the sense, first we have to define the variable and the condition and the increment operator. So here also in for loop we can define the variable. It's integer I is equal to 0. I should be less than array length, and I should be increment. Enhanced for loop directly accesses elements without using index. So there are two types of arrays, one-dimensional arrays and two-dimensional arrays. In one-dimensional arrays, it's very normal. It stores the elements in a single row and accessed using a single index value. Used for simple list, scores and numeric data, we can store in one-dimensional arrays. And multi-dimensional arrays, which means 2D arrays, it can have multiple dimensions like a table. The most common in 2D arrays, syntax data type is equal to data type. Two square bracket we have to use because it is two-dimensional array. So array name is equal to new and the class name. So the two boxes we are using, one box is for rows and another box is for columns. So integer matrix is equal to new int, and multidimensional arrays are arrays of arrays. Thank you.